guys, this is Taz and Cats. We're back with you for episode 3 of our tutorial system on how to get started with no mods. Today we are going to be going over baling, herbicide, and fertilizing. So stay tuned for the video. Make sure you guys subscribe and like this video. Thank you guys very much. How's it going? Welcome back to, we are on episode 3 on how to start your farm series. What we're going to be doing here today, guys, is we're going to be going over fertilizing, we're going to be going over herbicide, and we're going to be going over bales. So what we need to do is, I want to explain on how this works. So we planted this field last video that we did, right? And if you look at the field info down at the bottom right, it says you're on the field. We planted soybean, the growing stage. It's on growing, and then it says fertilize 0% and weeds 0%. So you can get these to 100%, but you have to do them in different stages. So let's get started by doing fertilization. So we're gonna hop in our tractor here, and then we're gonna go park this sower. And then we are going to head to the store and make a purchase for a device for fertilizing, so for a sprayer. So let's park this under our shed here. Alright guys, I want to get a lot done in this video. Just to showcase. And then I always lower it first so it doesn't just hit the ground. Oh, that's the weight. We don't want to lower the weight. So I always lower it first and then hit Q to release it. Alright, so real quick before we head to the store, we can actually search our options here by just hitting P, and we can go through our options. What we're going to do is we're going to look under crop protection. Because I want to do liquid fert. I like liquid fert personally. That's what I like the most. But actually, for the purpose of this video and for cost effectiveness, we're going to go under fertilizing technology. We're going to look at this little machine right here. It's $20,000. And we're going to go ahead and grab this. This is what this will do, is this will do dry fertilization. And we'll do that just to get us started. So we'll grab that. You see, that's what it looks like. So we'll buy that. And then we'll head up to the store to go pick it up. Take our tractor up there and go pick this vehicle up. When we get up there, we will need to buy bags of fertilizer so that we can fill that bad boy up and then be able to fertilize when we get back. So we'll head up to the store. We'll just follow the path here. And the way you find the store is if you open up the map and you see where it says shop down, let's see, it says shop right there. You just got to follow the path, and you also see our equipment's right there. The little dot on the map tells us where our equipment is. So we just got to go pick that up. Alright, we're just going to make this quick drive there. It's not too bad. Sorry if I sound nasally or anything. I just got allergies this morning. They take a minute to clear up in the morning. Alright, we're gonna keep on trucking down here and go pick this up. And the reason I was saying I like liquid fert better is because a lot of times those spreaders are a lot bigger, and not necessarily bigger as the size of the equipment, but they spray like very far, and you know, oh, excuse me, it's more efficient to spray very far versus trying to do like a small row. But for getting started purposes, managing our budget, because we only had $100,000, we have to be smart about how we spend our money. So this piece of equipment is a great piece of equipment to get us started. Now that we got it hooked up by hitting Q, we're gonna go to the store here, and at the top where you see this little square box, we'll go there, and then we're gonna go to where it says big bags, and we're going to do solid fertilizer big bags. And we're gonna need, if you look here, it tells you how much it holds. It holds 3,200 liters, right? Each one of these big bags holds 1,000 liters. So we're going to need at least 3 bags, and that'll make us a little bit short. So we're just going to go ahead and buy 3 bags of this. And it's 1,920 each. Alright, so that's 3 bags. Then I'm going to get back in our equipment. It already opened the cover, but to open the cover here, guys, you have to hit N. And N will just open that cover on the back of this. And then I'm going to back up to this. And then you'll see it says R to refill fertilizer spreader. So just hit R. It's going to let me fill up with the other one that I'm next to. So I'm going to go ahead and hit R again. It's only going to fill from one of the bags at a time, so not all 3. And then we get next to the other one, and then we refill from that one also. And that's all it takes to fill it up. Then I put my cover back on just for aesthetics or whatever. Excuse me. Alright. And then we're going to drive back to the farm. Excuse me, I apologize, guys. So we're going to head back to the farm, and then I'm going to show you guys how to use this bad boy and the process. So really, you're supposed to do fertilizer in 2 stages. So we'll do fertilizer now, and then we'll need to do fertilizer again once the crops grow just a tiny bit. Once they're barely sticking out of the ground, then we need to do crops again. And that way you get your 2 stages of fertilization, and then you get it to 100% that way. Sorry, this songs in this game are kind of catchy actually. So we are just trucking along to get back to the farm here. And as you guys can see, we're not 100% full, but had I bought another one, it would have only put 200 in there to fill it up, and then we would have had to leave the bag up at the store. Ooh, excuse me. This way, we don't have to do that, and then we could just go over here, fertilize, and then when we need more fertilization, we can go get more fert. So, alright. So, we're going to get lined up here on our field. I don't know off the top of my head how wide this spreads, so I'm going to get kind of close, and then we'll spread out as we need to. So what we need to do now is you want to lower the spreader, right? And then as you're going on the field is when you want to turn it on. So I'm going to start heading onto the field here. When I get to this point right here, I'm going to hit B to turn it on, and you can see the spread it's doing. So the spread's wider than I thought, so I'm going to start heading out a little bit more this way. And then, bam, that's all you got to do. And then turn it off while you flip around, so you don't waste any fertilization. Flip around. Yeah, you can see the difference in the soil, guys. That's how you know where you've done it already and where you haven't. Won't take too long to do this field with this. Alright, and then turn that off, and then do the last little strip. Pretty simple task, right, guys? It's really, really simple to knock out the fertilization. Alright. So that's done. So let's take a look at the field. What does our stats say on the field now? So now if you look at the stats on the field in the lower right hand corner, it says it's fertilized at 50%. Well, how do you get it to 100%? I just mentioned this a few minutes ago here, is once these crops start to poke out the ground and then their first stage of growing, and I'll show you how to tell. So when you get it on growth here, right now it's in the first stage of growing, right? The second stage, which is going to be this slightly darker color, when they come up with like where they're barely up, you could fertilize again and it won't damage the crops. And then that'll get you your full 100%. Alright. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go park this fertilizer with our other equipment. And then we are going to talk about doing a herbicide. So herbicide is going to be for the weeds and how to handle those, and we're going to talk about doing that next. Herbicide is going to be just like the weeds in the aspect that you can only do so much percentage at a time. So we're going to, like I said, we're going to put this down here. And then we're going to open up the store. In this case, the only place you can get it is under crop protection. So we're going to go to crop protection. And then this first tank is just a tank. So if you read down here at the bottom, an additional tank to increase the capacity of your tools. That's great. It goes on the front of the tractor. It hooks up. And it will work with this piece of equipment. And the way you tell is if you see the puzzle piece, it tells you what piece of equipment that piece works with, and so it goes with this 1302 here. We are going to purchase the 1302 to start off with. It has enough capacity that it should allow us to do our fields without having to buy the additional tank, and we should be able to do everything without that. At least we're going to try anyway. So we're going to hit details, we're going to hit buy, we're going to purchase that. And then we just got to drive up to the store again. So we'll drive up to the store really fast here. And then we'll knock this out. Won't take too long. So while we're doing this, guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to do the herbicide, right? Oh, I'm going to sneeze. I'm trying not to. Oh. We're going to do the herbicide, do the first stage, and then we're going to talk about baling. The thing about baling is how much it's going to cost to buy the equipment. And how we're going to make some money to be able to buy that equipment before we can do that. So we'll go over that here as we go. And then once we get the baling down, then we'll show you where to sell those and how to sell them and all that jazz. Or store them, or whatever the case may be, what you're trying to do. In this early stages, we probably just want to sell them. Alright, I got that hooked up. Now we need to buy some herbicides. So let's hit P. We're going to go to the store. Same thing with the square up here. And this is going to be under pallets because it's going to be a liquid. So it's going to be this right here. Let's see what else we got here. Alright, so it's going to be the herbicide tank. One herbicide tank is going to be more than enough, and we're going to have extra left over, so we're just going to buy one of those. It's going to cost us $2,400. Alright, so we're going to back up to that bad boy. We're going to hit R to fill up our herbicide. Alright, And as you can see, the pallet's still there. It still has some in it. So we'll leave it up here at the store since right now we don't have the equipment to move it to our farm. And we'll leave it here at the store, and we can always come back and fill up if we need to. Alright, so we are going to drive back to the store. So what we are going to do to make some money to get enough for our baling stuff is in our silo, as you guys saw in the first videos, we stored some crops in there. And plus, when you first get the game, there's already crops stored in there for you. So what we're going to do is try to sell as many of those crops as we need to. So we have enough money to be able to buy the stuff we need for baling, right? So that's going to be the most important thing, is making sure that we have enough money to buy the equipment without trying to take out a loan if we don't need to take out a loan. Now, after we sell everything and we still don't have enough, we will take out a loan. But we'll go through that process and I'll show you guys what we need to do here. Oh, I'm driving off in the area. Alright. I don't know what I was doing there. I was going for a sightseeing tour, I guess. Alright. So we are back to our farm here. Alright, so we're going to kind of get lined up here. The first thing we have to do is we need to unfold this new piece of equipment. So, see how the arms are on it? Those are going to fold out. So, to unfold, if you look at your menu here on the left-hand side, it says X to unfold sprayer. So, let's unfold it. And let's wait for that to unfold. So your arms are going to determine the length of which you're allowed to go, right? So you see how wide these arms are? We're going to get quite a bit. So you can like pre-line up before you even get on the field. So, and I always leave a little bit to overhang on the outside just to make sure that we're getting everything. So since we're lined up, we can go ahead and turn the sprayer on, and then we can drive over the field. And you can see the color changes a little bit. That's to kind of let you know that it's going down and it's soaking into the ground. So we're going to do this. We're going to go to the end. Then we'll turn it off, because we don't want to waste any as we're getting in position to do the next row, right? So, alright, we're going to do the next row. We're going to start the bad boy. And we're going to have one little tiny strip at the end. So we'll waste a little bit, but it's not a big deal. These fields are just really, really small, so. And because of the stuff on the side, we're not going to be able to go all the way over to the right. We'll back up so we don't hit any trees and just respray some of the stuff we already did. Alright, and then we turn that back on, and we're going to go back down this other way. Bam, bam, and that's how you guys do weeding or herbicide. So we turn that off. We're going to fold this thing back up. While it's folding up, we're going to hop out and we're going to look at the field. So the herbicide is, yes, it doesn't show an extra percentage, but what it does is that's in the ground, it's there, it's available, and that's the method on how I do it. And then as you're going through the different stages, you'll need to spray the herbicide down with the crops so that it kills any weeds that are in there, so that it doesn't go. So we're still at 50% fertilized. We're at 0% weeds. That means we don't have any weeds. and we're good to go. So we got that. We're going to, oh, well, it didn't finish folding up. We're going to finish folding this up, and then we're going to go park it. Alright. And then we are going to talk about baling. Alright, so we're going to hop out of this tractor. Alright, so look at how much money we have in the top right hand corner. We have $41,840, right? So we're going to hop in this tractor here for a minute, and then we're going to go pull up the store. We're going to go to the trailer icon, and then we're going to go where it says baling technology. So we're going to take a look. Let's look at what some of the equipment is here. You got a round baler, which this is going to do, we can look at it. It's going to do round bales one at a time. Then you spit those out, and it's going to create those round bales. Then you got the next baler, which if you can see right here in the back, it's going to do square bales. And it's going to shoot out square bales, and then that'll allow you to pick those up off the ground. This next one is going to do round bales. But what it's going to do is it's going to wrap it up. So like if you were doing bales of grass, you'd have silage and things like that to be able to wrap those up. So a baler turns loose straw, grass, or hay into convenient bales. A bale wrapper packs grass bales in foil so they can ferment into silage, which you'll need later on. We don't need it right now. This is a baler wrapper. So say I wanted to do square bales, this baler wrapper right here will be able to wrap square or circle bales, right? And then this is a stacker, so this will stack 3 bales up, and it makes a collection of bales really easy. This is a trailer that collects bales. So what this does, and I believe it only works on square bales on this particular trailer. So it'll pick up square bales with this little arm right here. It'll load them up on the trailer, and then it'll hold a total of 16 bales. That way you can take all the bales to the sell point at one time, right? Then you have this arm that goes on the front of your tractors for collecting bales. You can pick up 2 bales at a time with it. And then you have this bale trailer used to transport bales that you could stack bales in manually if you have the right equipment, like tractors and stuff like that. So what we're going to hopefully get enough money for is we're going to do square bales. This is what I prefer to do, especially because there's a square bale trailer here. So how much money in total we need? We need $105,000 for that, and we need $70,000 for this trailer. So we need $175,000. So like I said, we stored some stuff in this silo. So what you do is get under this pipe right here on the silo. And then, as you see on the controls, it says start filling. So I'm going to hit R. And we have all these different things in here. So we're just going to go through and try to sell some of this stuff until we have enough money to be able to buy what we have, or we sold everything. So let's start with wheat. Let's go ahead and fill this trailer up with wheat. We're not going to get all this wheat out of there, but it'll give us 8,000. Then what we want to do is pull up the menu by hitting escape here to go to the second tab. And this first one is going to be wheat. We want to look for the highest selling price, which is going to be $712 at the port grain elevator. So since you guys are still learning the map, what you could do is you could click on this, and then you can hit at the bottom tag place. And what it does is it'll tag it on the map. See how it's flashing now? On the map, it'll tell you where you need to go. Also, if you look up in the sky, see that big green beam? It tells you where you need to go to like head in that direction. So what we're going to do is we're going to head to Port Grain Elevator, and we're going to dump this bad boy out and see if we can make some money. So we are going to do this a few times here, guys. This is going to take a little bit of time, and then we'll buy our baling technology. what I'm actually going to do, so you guys don't have to watch this part of the video, is I'm going to stop the video here, and I will edit in once we have sold all this product. And then you guys can see when we were going to go buy the baling technology. So stay tuned. I will post the next part of this video next. Guys, I wanted to make sure before I skip all the way forward till we get to the money, I wanted to make sure I showed you guys how to get there. So when you get to your sell point here, you're going to pull into the area where it's at. You see the little grate on the ground, and you see it pops up on the bottom, I to unload wheat. That's all you got to do. So you just got to get to the point where you can sell it, and then we're going to hit I. It's going to unload it. If you watch your money in the top right hand corner, money is going to go up. And then once it's completely empty, it will show you a total of what you earned. So we earned $5,698 for that load of wheat, right? So that's all you have to do. Then you have to just keep driving back and forth until all this gets sold. I will see you guys again here in a second once we get to the total amount that we need. Alright guys, we are back. We finally got all that product sold. We came out to a total of $156,896. Just keep in mind something, the prices will fluctuate, as you guys see on here. Those prices will go up and down depending on the location where you sell stuff. Those prices will go up and down, so our numbers may vary depending on where you sold it, what time of day you sold it, and what price you got for some of those items, right? So since we didn't quite meet the number we needed 175,000. We're at 156 and some change. We are going to need to borrow a little bit of money from the bank. So we're going to click on this money tab right here. If you look down here at the bottom, you can borrow at 5,000 at a time. So I say we're probably going to go ahead and borrow 25,000. That gives us a little bit of cushion for operating costs and vehicle maintenance and things like that. So let's go ahead and borrow 25,000. So if you look right down here at the bottom, it says you're negative $25,000 on a loan. And then the way you would repay this is you hit this repay button and you repay by every 5,000. Alright. So now that we have 181,000, we're going to go ahead and buy the two pieces of equipment we need to do these baling. So let's go ahead and go to baling technology. We're going to go ahead and pick up this bad boy right here. It's going to do square bales for us. So we're going to buy that at 105. And then we are going to buy the trailer to pick them up and transport them. So this bad boy right here. So we're going to buy that at 70,000. So that's 175,000, right? It leaves us with only 6,000. So we're going to pick up the baler for now. And we're going to take the baler, go make our bales, and then we'll come back and grab the trailer and pick up the bales and go sell the bales from there. Alright, so let's run up to the farm and we will knock this bad boy out. Make sure if you guys have any questions as we are going through these videos, if you have any questions, something you want to see, a piece of equipment you want to see featured, please let me know in the comments below. I also will be putting some links in the description talking about, as you guys know, I want a steering wheel to play this game. The steering wheel makes this game really easy. I will post a couple links in the description below that has those steering wheel options available there down below. I will also be posting a link to my Twitch. My Twitch is where I will be streaming live at any given time for the multiplayer version of this game, playing with mods and doing things like that. Feel free to come ask me questions on my Twitch also. And then if you guys have liked this video, make sure you put a like on the thumbs up on the video and make sure you subscribe. It'd be great and very much appreciated, guys. Alright, we are back to the farm. So let me put my help menu back up here for you guys. And there's a few things we need to do to get started. So first we need to unfold the baler. So I'm going to hit X to see the back gate unfolds. Then we need to, if you look at the baler itself, see we're going to lower the pickup. See the, let me see if I can zoom in here. So we're going to lower the pickup. You're going to see that pickup drop. See right there? So the pickup drops, and then we're going to hit B to turn it on, and then we're just going to drive over the straw. And see, you see the little meter on the bottom right hand is filling up? So all we got to do is we're just going to go fill it up, drive over this stuff and fill it up. Alright, and then we're just going to make a big old loop. I'm going to do every other one and we'll go back, because it's easier to turn around that way. Alright. Well, we might have to skip 2 on that one. There's not a lot of room to turn around, so it just makes it easier instead of trying to back up and stuff. Just keep going forward. And then what I'll do here, instead of going right, I'm going to go left and do the very first one. See, as you can see in the back of this baler, the bale is starting to push it out, the first bale, while it's collecting another bale. Alright, and then we're just going to keep on trucking. Now we got 2 bales made, and we're working on a third. This one will drop as we're going. As it keeps pushing out a new bale, it will drop. So watch, you'll see here in a minute. See, it keeps pushing it out. And then there it goes, it drops on the ground there. Alright. So we'll pick up this row here. We'll go back to the far right to get that far row. And this field didn't yield a ton of straw, so you know obviously we're not getting a lot of straw in the bale, or it's taking longer to make a bale. Alright. Let's keep on trucking here. We should be dropping this last one here in a minute. See, there we go. We made the turn. We're gonna get this one, and then we'll go far one, and then we'll come back and get this bigger strip right here. Alright. Alright. We're getting it done. We'll do like a big loop to get to this last little bit. Alright. Last little bit's done here. Alright, so we dropped that one. And so now we're going to turn off our baler here. And then if you look on the menu, it popped up the unload bale option. Since we still have bales in the system, we're going to hit that Y button, and it's going to unload any full bales. Now, we do have some straw that's already in there, and it's creating a bale. Until we get more straw, we can't push that out. But we can unload what bales are in there. So we unloaded those bales. We're going to go over here. We're going to park our baler over here by our other equipment. Alright, and we're going to fold that bad boy back up. We're going to unhook it, and then we're going to run up to the store and grab the trailer. Alright. This music is so catchy sometimes. Oh, let's not do those. We don't want to get DMCA strike. On the country station, there's "Welcome to Atlanta" or "Come to Atlanta" or something like that, and that's one of the most addictive songs on here. I'm not even a big country guy, but it's one of the most addictive songs that is on this thing. Alright. We are getting there. The store is not too far. It just takes a little bit of time to get up there. We'll get up there. We'll pick up, I think we had 4 bales total. We'll pick up those 4 bales. And then I will show you how to sell them. Normally I would wait till I had a full trailer of bales to sell them. But in this case, just so I can showcase and show you guys how to do it, I want to go ahead and go sell them. Alright. So let's haul this back to the farm and we will get this wrapped up and I will show you. Trying not to make these videos too long, guys, so going forward we're trying to keep them under 30 minutes at a time for you guys. This video is going to be a little bit longer, obviously. That's why I cut out the selling part of it, otherwise we would have been here all day. So please, again, if you guys like these videos, make sure you give me a thumbs up and subscribe down below. I will be starting another series with a modded type map, but except we're going to take that map and do no mods on it, except for the required mods to run that map. So that series is going to be starting soon. We're going to continue this tutorial series as we go through and grow this map, and we're going to keep going until this map is complete. So just continue liking the videos. We're also going to be having some other games and other content features on my YouTube as new game releases come out. So please make sure you check all that out. Alright, so now as we're getting up here and getting ready to go, so we need to put it where we can pick it up. See, the release is not where ready to pick it up. So we're going to hit B to put it in the operating position, and that's going to put that bale catcher where it's going to allow it to pick up the bales. So now we need to drive by the bales and pick it up. So we're going to go right there. Bam, it picks it up, puts it on the trailer. That's all you got to do. Alright, we got to pick up 2 more. I don't know if I can get it. Yeah, oh, it grabbed it anyway. Okay. So, I mean, you just got to be close. Alright, and then we're going to grab this bad boy here. Alright, and then that's 4 bales. So we're going to push B to put it back in the transporter position. Let's take a look. I don't know if it says where to sell bales on here. Let's take a look. But that's the straw. It's basically saying to sell it at the barn, right? So let's tag the barn. The barn is right here just below us, so I'm going to show you guys how to get there on your map. Alright. So we're going to go take this path up here. Follow this dirt path to the evergreen roads. Now there is a different path you can go, but we have this path available to us since we own this farm. We can just go through this way versus having to go around on the main road. Save a little bit of time and distance and stuff like that. And then when we get up here, we are going to just back into it, to the spot. So you see there's like tape on the ground. We're just going to back into that spot and then unload the trailer. So we'll pull around like that. We're going to back this trailer in. Alright. And then if you look on the menu right now while you're in transporting position, you're going to hit Y, and that's going to unload the bales. So watch what it does here. So it puts a plate on it, already has a plate on the bottom, puts a plate on it, it's going to lower it slowly down. It's going to stand it up. And then it's going to set those bales down. And then we're going to just drive forward. Well, we'll hit Y one more time. It'll unload those bales there. We sold those bales. We made a little over 1,000 for 4 bales, which is not bad. But then we're going to hit Y to lower our platform. And then we're going to drive back to our farm. Alright guys, that is the concept for this, or everything we were going to go over for this video. For the next video, we are going to go over getting all our fields planted, seeded, or worked in some sort of way. So whatever we need to, that needs to be done on our fields, we'll get all our fields occupied. We'll get all of them done. We have 4 fields. We've only featured 3 of those so far, so we have a really big field. So it may be a longer video on the next one, just so that we can get everything either harvested, plowed, seeded, whatever needs to be done. We're going to go through and get all that done on all these fields, and prepare for a big old harvest so that we can make some money. Because as you guys can see right now, we only have $8,000, and we need to make some money so we can get some bigger equipment, right? So stay tuned for the next video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you turn that notification bell on, and I will see you guys next time. Later.